How's it going, everybody? I had a few more items. One thing that I was just flabbergasted by. Um, so to the fourth and the fifth, we do have murder code for the Donnie Darko. Starting to really look at this event where he's going to be local, and they still don't have the time up, which is very strange. And you have an 88 with the Dark Knight release. That's a hit on the 5th. Then this one here, we had that 11.3 or 311 code along. Hang on just a quick second. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's got 113 code or 311 code with 1318 code, which Revelation 13:18 is the 666 Bible verse. And that is from the Dark Knight Rises to the day he rises. And we know that day would be a day of absolute calamity, along with the following day, I guess. But it's kind of like that rising day is when, bam, I think, likely to be 2 days after his event. Or this particular case, 3 days if he goes down on the 4th, dies on the 5th, and rises per Revelation 11:7 or November 7th. So that was interesting. From iPet Goat, you've got the 153 and the 144. So iPet Goat came out on 2012, just like The Dark Knight Rises. From July 3rd to the Rising Day, it's literally 144. And look at the years, months, days. 144. So you have the church coded twice on the potential rising day from when iPet Goat was posted to their YouTube channel at Heliofont, which of course was removed a few months ago. I feel like I put that somewhere in my notes, what day that was. Anyway, it's interesting that you have 153, which represents the church, in my opinion, concerning the 153 fish, and then the 144, because that's when the book of Revelation is opened in real time officially. So I want to look at this date of No Time to Die, which was October 8th. And y'all do know that Daniel, the end times, is 357 verses, and Revelation, end times, is 404 verses. They both deal with the Antichrist and the end times and the end of time. When you include both dates, which they like to do also, it's kind of a two-way go. You can include both dates or not. No Time to Die to the 11:7 Bible verse, or November 7th, is that 761 days, which is the sum of all the verses of Daniel and Revelation. There's 761 verses. That is a really, 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 really big deal. That's an extremely big deal. If we've already talked about that before, then that proves I'm getting old. 211.5, the 8016 day point break is 86 in the days. Another day to look at, believe it or not, you have to look at November 10th, because the date is 11:10. So there's 110 in that, isn't there? And that was the height of the Twin Towers, 110, 110. So November 10th does give you that. Why were they 110 stories high? Well, I don't know. The total is 220. So it's hard to say. But anyway, that's all for that one. Okay. 761 no times a day. We just did that. Now the track down episode of May 9th, 1958. To the Rising Day, you have, remember that 239 or 923 code? You have both fused together. It's 23923 days from track down's air date to Revelation 11:7 or November 7th. That is gigantic. I don't know which has more weight, but when you put both together, that along with the 761 verses, and that's not including both. This doesn't include both dates, the other one does. So it's kind of like you have both bases covered. I don't know. We're just throwing darts. Marty McFly's moment of knocking down the Twin Pines on 11/5/1955. It's got murder code of 83 fused with 36, the triangular number of 666. You also have 11/3 code, 11 months, 30 days, 67 years, 11 months, 30 days. You have 153 code. That's kind of loose. 357 begins the minutes. The first is for Daniel. But the fact that it's murder code 83 to the 11/4 date is gigantic. Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's a big deal. Gremlins 2, which featured Clamp looking through the telescope, viewing the twin Trumps falling. To the rising date of Gremlins 2, and Clamp was Trump. No doubt about that. He had all the things Trump did, like had his own wine, businessman, had his own tower in Manhattan, took Manhattan by storm, sold, just sold all the same gimmicky stuff that the future Antichrist did or does. But look at it, to the rising day, 121, which is Antichrist in simple gematria, 98. 12198 days. 121 Antichrist with 98. Well, 98th verse is the white horse crowning verse. So it's like Antichrist crowned on the white horse, both together. 33 years, 4 months, 23 days. But I don't think the 33 is there for as much as they just wanted to hit that 121.98. That's insanely crazy. So that's 3 very strong, powerful items. And that's all for today. I did look at comments earlier, and I think I'm all caught up with comments. All right. It's heating up. Let me look real quick. So it's still up, and it says time to be determined. Now, I'm not going to Google that time, because I'm always vulnerable doing what I do. And this is extremely close to my house. Not walking distance, but so doing what I do, you don't want to give them any excuses. So you don't want to hit your search engine. You don't want to do any more than you already do, pretty much. But that's a very interesting situation there. Time to be determined. And a time may never pop up. But anyway, if y'all know the time and want to research it and leave it in the comments, that'd be fantastic. I'd appreciate that. All right, love you. Or call the place. All right, love you.